Hey guys, Mrs. Goodrich here. First, I wanted to tell you that you all did an amazing job last week with coming up with your signs and posters for essential workers. They turned out fantastic, and I will be putting that video together at the end of this week, and then next week I will be sending it out so that you will be able to see all of your artwork on YouTube instead of just being able to look at mine. So this week what we're going to be doing is you're going to be drawing your favorite animal, and I am going to give you a website to use that will show you how to draw your favorite animals step by step. And I'm going to go through like some of the features of this website and what exactly you can do with it. And then once you've drawn your favorite animal, if you have coloring supplies, you can color it. If not, you can just shade it in with your pencil or just leave it as a plain drawing. And then you can send it to me, email it to me, or submit it through Google Classroom. And then keep your drawing, because next week we're going to be drawing adding a natural habitat with your animal. So we're going to have some fun with our favorite animals this week. I hope you enjoy. So the website that we are going to be using this week is www.wedrawanimals.com. No spaces. And this website has over 2,200 and some different animals that you can learn to draw step by step. So when you go to this website, here are some of the categories that you can choose. They have all animals, and you can click on that and it will list them all alphabetically. Or if you know you want like an ocean animal, a zoo animal, something like that, then you can click on one of those tabs. You can use any of these tabs on here except for cartoon characters and plants. I want it to be a real animal, and I will let you do dinosaurs even though they are extinct. If you would like to do a dinosaur, if that's your favorite animal, then you can. So if I clicked on the all animals button on the previous slide, then it would come to a screen like this, and it would have different categories: farm animals, African animals, amphibians, Arctic animals, all of these different ones. The only thing that I see on here that I wouldn't like for you to do is flowers, obviously, because it's not an animal, or insects. Here's some more categories, which are right below the list that was on the previous slide. So you can choose mammals, North American animals, primates, reptiles, any of these that you see on here. And then you will click on the actual category. So if I clicked on mammals, then it would take me to all the different mammals that they have on here on how to draw them step by step. So here I clicked on ocean animals, and this is a loggerhead turtle, which is one of my favorite animals to draw. I love drawing sea turtles, and I just love the colors of the ocean and the turtle. And it says, in this quick tutorial, you'll learn how to draw a loggerhead turtle in 7 easy steps. So once you see the first picture where it's completely drawn, then you'll scroll down the page and it will have like step 1. First, let's draw the head of our loggerhead turtle. A long rounded head will nicely do. And from there on, you'll continue to scroll down and it will show you the next step that you need to draw in red. So it always has the step that you completed before, or any of the other steps that you've already drawn, in black, and then the new step that you need to draw in red, so you know what areas you need to draw. And I also like reading the steps. Like this one says, now add a line for the mouth and a bold circle for the eye, because it also helps with being able to read the directions so that you know exactly like what type of shapes, and it just helps explain the whole process better. So I skipped some of the steps so that I could show you what the final drawing or what your final step will be. Normally these have about 7 to 10 different steps for you to follow, and then it will show you the finished product. And then I also want to show you, if you would like to even print it out and then follow it just by using like a sheet of paper, it'll show you all of the directions on one sheet of paper. I will show you that on the next picture here. So when you choose an animal, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, after it shows like step by step how to draw that animal, it'll have a little page right here that will say how to draw your animal in so many steps. And you can actually print that out or save it as a PDF like to your computer, or if you just want to print it out, if it's easier for you to look like on paper, or if you want to even like practice by laying your paper over the top of the animal, just to kind of like trace it at first to get the shape of it, and just to kind of learn how to make the marks, and then obviously do it again, but do not trace it that time. So then it'll just kind of help you get the rhythm of the feel of how that animal is supposed to be drawn. But the finished product should not be traced. That is just to help you, since I am not there to help you with drawing, that's just to help you with being able to draw it yourself, just in case you're having any issues. Here are some interesting facts about the loggerhead turtle. The loggerhead turtle is a member of the reptile family, and the scientific term for them is Caretta. Other common names for this species are the loggerhead sea turtle and the loggerhead. They are located in all areas of the ocean between the polar regions. The color of these animals is a yellowish skin and a brownish shell. The top of this species has pointed plates on its back and is the second largest turtle. Did you know that the loggerhead turtle was first documented in 1758, and this species can live for almost 70 years? Loggerhead turtles prefer water temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The creature can weigh up to 1,000 pounds, and they can grow up to over 9 feet long. They also spend 85% of their day underwater, and normally they are submerged between 15 to 20 minutes and then come up. But they can be underwater for as long as 4 hours. So the animal that I decided to draw was an elephant. Here's a picture of an African elephant that I will show you how to draw step by step because it has tusks. I actually went with a female Asian elephant, which the Asian elephants, the females do not have tusks, and neither do the babies, but the males do. So I'm going to show you some of the step-by-step pictures for the African elephant so you can see how to draw the tusks, and then you can take a look at my picture, which is the Asian elephant drawn without the tusks. So once I clicked on African elephant, when I scrolled down, it brought up like different kinds of elephants. So if I decided that I would like to do like an African elephant in a different like direction or facing a different way, or baby African elephant, I could do that. But I do not want you to do any cartoon or like cute animal drawings where they do not look realistic. Your animal should look realistic, and it should be your favorite animal. So here I'm showing you step 2 so that you can see what you've already drawn. Remember, is again going to be shown in black, and then the step that you need to draw will be shown in red, and then underneath it will say step 2, and this one says you will need to now add the trunk and face to the elephant. For the eye, draw a small circle. For the tusks, draw a rectangle with a point coming out of it. Draw a point coming out from the trunk on the opposite side. So it helps you with seeing like different shapes and what are some of the simple shapes that you can use to be able to draw this animal. Just like with the tusks before they come out, the area there looks like a rectangle, and if you were looking at like the elephant's ear, it looks like half of a heart. So kind of look for shapes that are similar or that you can use, or shapes that you are used to using, simple shapes, so that you can create that animal and make it look as close to the drawing that you see as possible. Here again is another step, and it shows you exactly what to do. And then again, it has step 5 written underneath there, and then it has written instructions of how to do the drawing as well. So you should have no issues with making these drawings at all. Like I mentioned before with the loggerhead turtle, with each animal, before you see the step-by-step directions of how to draw it, this website shares interesting facts about the animal. So some interesting facts about the African elephant are: the African elephant is a member of the mammal family. And the scientific term for them is Loxodonta africana. The name Loxo means oblique, and Donta means tooth. They are the largest living land animal, and they live in eastern, western, and central Africa. The nose of this animal acts as a fifth limb, a sound amplifier, and a method of touch. Did you know that African elephants were first documented in 1827? This elephant has a trunk that ends in 2 opposing lips. They have teeth that are 11 pounds. The teeth are 1 foot long. This species can weigh more than 13,000 pounds. They can grow up to 13 feet tall. They live to be about 60 years old, and they have tusks that weigh up to 100 pounds each. Here is the African elephant that I have started to draw. I drew a mom with a baby, and I still have to finish the drawing of the tusks for the mother. And babies actually are born with tusks, and then they lose their tusks around a year old. And so this baby would have some tiny tusks that I need to add as well. And then I can finish my painting on my picture. Here's some directions for your e-learning. These directions will be written down inside of the instructions part of this project on Google Classroom, and they are also inside of the Word document. What I want you to do this week is choose your favorite animal and then follow the step-by-step instructions on WeDrawAnimals.com so that you can see how to draw that animal correctly. You need to have your animal take up a majority of your paper, but also make sure that you leave enough space for the background that you will be adding next week, which will be the animal's natural habitat. Also, while you are drawing this animal, make sure that you are drawing lightly so that if you mess up, then you can erase easily. Once you have completed your drawing, please send me a picture of your drawing, and then I want you to list one interesting fact in the email with your drawing about the animal that you drew. So something that you learned about the animal from the website that we're using. I want you just to list one fact that you thought was cool, and then I want to see your picture. Have fun and good luck. I will talk with you guys next week.